She moved on so fast, didn't she? You were loyal, you gave her everything, your time, your energy, your attention. And now she's posting thirst traps, smiling with someone new, like you never even mattered. And there you are, in bed, scrolling. At 2:37 a.m., wondering what you did wrong. Let me tell you something. You weren't too soft. You were just soft for the wrong woman. But after today, that version of you is gone. Because you're not going to be the man who cries over her anymore. You're going to be the man she cries over, long after it's too late. This is for the men who feel like they gave their all and ended up with nothing. The ones who still check her story and lie to themselves, saying, "I'm just curious." Nah, you're not curious. You're still hurt, still hoping, still craving. Closure she's never going to give you. But this is your wake-up call. Today, you stop chasing validation. Today, you stop begging to be chosen. Today, you start becoming the man she regrets losing, not the one she pities. Chapter 1. Stop being emotionally accessible to everyone. Let's be real. You were available, too available. She said jump, and you said how high. When? She was sad. You were her therapist when she was bored. You were her entertainer when she felt insecure. You were her hype man, and now that she's gone, you're left empty. Why? Because you were pouring into someone who was never pouring back. Into you. Here's the truth. The man she cries over isn't the one who gave her the world. It's the one who made her earn access to his world. Want to flip the dynamic? Stop being a free sample. Be the whole damn product. Stop responding immediately. Let her wonder what you're up to. Stop checking in on her emotions. Let her sit in her silence. You're not cold, you're in control. Chapter 2. Upgrade in silence. Return with power. Your revenge isn't a text. Your revenge isn't telling her how much she hurt you. Your revenge is her seeing a version of you she can't access anymore. While she's out trying to get attention, you're working on your presence. You're hitting the gym, reading books, locking in. You're no longer the guy who had time to chase. You're the guy who was being chased. Let her laugh now. Let her feel like she won. That feeling won't last. Because 3 months from now, when she stumbles across your IG and sees you, shining in silence, surrounded by better energy, better people, better women, that's when the pain hits her. Not when you begged, not when you cried, but when you leveled up without her. Chapter 3. Never chase, only attract. A man who chases is a man who lacks. You chased her because deep down, you didn't believe you could do better. You didn't believe in your worth. So you thought if you loved her harder, she'd finally stay. Let me break that illusion. Love is not convincing. Love is magnetic. You don't convince someone to love you by giving them more. You attract love by becoming a man they're afraid to lose. Stop texting first. Stop watching her every move. Stop caring what she posts. You're not in her world anymore. She's not in yours. You don't chase a woman. You become the man who walks by and makes her rethink every choice she made. Chapter 4. Learn to be lonely without feeling lost. Most guys go back because they can't handle the silence, the loneliness, the gap. They run to comfort, even if that comfort is chaos. But the man she cries over, he thrives in that silence. He builds in that darkness. You sit with your pain. You sit with the void, and you use it to sharpen yourself. Because here's what most guys don't get. Solitude is your gym. It's where you work on your confidence, your vision, your money, your strength. Every day you stay alone and don't run back, you win. You build roots, and when the time is right, the tree grows. Unshakable. Chapter 5. Let her go completely. If she walked away, let her stay gone. Stop rewatching her stories. Stop replaying the memories. Stop romanticizing the version of her that doesn't exist anymore. She was a lesson, a mirror. She showed you who you don't want to be anymore. Now close that chapter, lock the door, burn the bridge. You don't need closure. You don't need one last conversation. You need discipline. She's not yours anymore. And deep down, you're not even the same guy who once wanted her. Let her cry in silence when she realizes that the man who once worshipped her is now worshipped by many. When she walked away, you didn't shrink. When you stayed silent, she felt it. Silence isn't absence, it's presence. A quiet message she can't ignore. No explanations, no reposts, just progress. That silence builds tension. That tension births curiosity. She starts questioning, why did he vanish? How did he glow up so fast? Why does he look so unbothered? Your silence wasn't weakness, it was strategy. Energy is the currency. Most men still believe actions carry weight, emotion. Stoic men understand energy is everything. When you withdraw your attention, you hold the power. The woman who left starts wondering where it went. You weren't dependent. You were sovereign, that energy shift. She feels that without a word. She senses the upgrade and it disrupts her. Now, you're not someone she can ignore. You're someone she feels, even at a distance. Magnetic momentum. She wanted someone easy. Instead, you became scarce. She wanted closure. Instead, you built distance. That's when momentum happens. Not because she regrets you, but because she regrets losing access. Your life, clean, focused, busy. Your energy, calm, cold, controlled. She watches your stories, notices your routines. But what's more, she notices your absence. That is the magnet she never outrun. Stop being predictable. She expects certain reactions, calls at midnight, guilt texts, emotional responses. Do the opposite. Be unpredictable, unreachable, because predictability kills desire. Uncertainty builds it. Keep them guessing. Let them overthink. Let them feel like they lost something vital. The emotional battlefield. Here's the challenge. You aren't building this for her. You're evolving for yourself. But every plate you break, every chapter you close, every boundary you enforce, it becomes an emotional battlefield she didn't sign up for. And confusion sets in because her expectations didn't anticipate strength. That's when regret hits, when emotional blowback starts. But by then, you're already running your own. Asterisk, loneliness refined. Solitude is not emptiness. It's refinement. When you're alone, your purpose becomes louder, your vision sharper, your discipline stronger. That transformation is visible even without a post. Every day you resist reaching out, you win. Every time silence doesn't break, you evolve. Your loneliness builds your value. Asterisk, she watches in silence. She doesn't say it. She doesn't post her pain, but her eyes wander. Her night scrolls last longer. She compares all the men she's met to your energy, because no one can replicate someone she lost, especially when that someone refuses to chase. Now you're the silent metric of her standards. Emotional control as power. Masculinity isn't about emotionlessness. It's about restraint. It's about choosing when to speak and when to remain silent. When she tries to re-enter, you don't flood back in. You evaluate. You assess. You determine if she fits the new version of you. That control, it destabilizes everyone who expects easy access. It flips the script. You're not reactive. You're deliberate. Always. You aren't trying to get her back. Here's the truth. You aren't building yourself for her approval. You're refining yourself as the standard she missed. You're not waiting for her call. You're preparing a life so full she becomes optional. Therefore, if she does return, you don't fold. If she doesn't, that life grows anyway. Either way, power lies in your sovereignty. Asterisk her regret, your peace. She will feel something. Her regret may not come in declarations. It may not come in confrontation. It comes in absence, in hesitation, in comparing. But you'll feel peace, because your evolution was never about revenge. It was about reclaiming your self-respect. It was about choosing ego above attachment. It was about walking away before you were broken. Let her cry over what she lost. Being the man she cries over isn't about her tears. It's about what she loses. Your presence, your value, your energy. You're no longer her fallback. You're the man she can't access anymore. Chasing tears is weakness. Losing access is legacy. Your age of empowerment you've read. You've reflected. You've actioned. Now carry this forward. Keep your silence sharp. Let your energy speak louder than your words. Be undisturbed by her return or rejection, because you're no longer the boy who cried. You're the man she regrets missing. You're the standard. You're the silence that echoes. Become the man she cries over, not the one who cried. Stand in your power. Glow in their absence, and remain unstoppable.